Hello and welcome to our podcast, Ephesians Verse by Verse, brought to you by co-founder of Telios, Dr. William Stewart. This captivating podcast will not only teach you the book of Ephesians, which tells us so much about Christ and his mission, as well as our Christian walk, but it will teach you how to study the Bible, so you can have confidence in what you learn. Episodes will provide key points for each important verse of the book of Ephesians. Thanks for joining us on this exciting biblical journey.
Welcome back to this exciting series on the book of Ephesians. We're in chapter 5, verse 17, in the middle of a critical and informative section on how we walk as Christians in our lives. Paul's been telling us to walk circumspectly, being careful, not as fools, but redeeming the time, making the best use of the time in a very wise way. In verse 17, Paul says, not to be unwise. He uses the same word for wise as just prior, sophos, which meant knowledgeable, but a person who's able to perform a practical application, an appropriate application of knowledge in their daily life, a practical application of knowledge. And then he tells us to know what the will of the Lord is, to understand. This is critical. It's really the opposite of being unwise. God made us. He knows what we need. He knows who we are. He knows how to help us and provide the fruits of the Spirit of joy and faith and goodness and self-control. Many marvelous features that we can have in our lives through the Spirit. That's His will for us. But importantly, this has to be intentional. You may go to church and hear wonderful sermons or be part of a small group, but this isn't enough. It really takes a person to self-educate themselves, learning how to study Scripture and driving themselves into Scripture to ask questions and look at the words and the phrases and the structure to discover really all that's there. It's an incredibly deep and marvelous document. There's so many wonderful things for us. So to understand the will of the Lord, you have to get into Scripture. Sometimes you may need help from another person. Telios has a program, a Bible study program on the website to help you do this if needed, but you may know an elder or another older educated Christian that could help you. But it'll have to be you. As an adult, nobody will help you, make you do this, but the rewards are great. Join us next time as we continue this wonderful passage on walking the Christian walk, how to think, how to act, how to look ahead, and be careful. Thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Ephesians Verse by Verse. We hope you found Dr. Stewart's teachings both interesting and informative. Join us next time for another exciting episode in Ephesians. To listen to all episodes, please visit our website, teliosresearch.com, TELEIOSRESEARCH. Thank you.